Hello Golf R World. Today we'll be taking a second shot at mounting the front license plate. If you've seen my previous video, you know that I did a tow hook mount which was fully adjustable to not block any of these parking sensors in the Golf R. But I've had a couple of issues, especially when it's wet, where this will actually trip this side sensor here. Beyond this sensor occasionally tripping, I just haven't really been crazy about the aesthetics of this location on the vehicle. I kind of feel like it takes away from the front of the vehicle a little bit. And I came across a Reddit user, Oh No My Soup, who recommended a VW Fordex user who's actually engineered a custom part to mount the front plate right here in this location. As it turns out, there's nothing especially important behind this, and you don't actually have to have airflow right here. And he's engineered and 3D printed a custom mount, which I'll be showing you how to install today. And we'll contrast that from this location and see if we can get this looking a little bit better with that front plate mounted right here. Okay, so on the VW Vortex forums, user VW671 has actually engineered and is making this kit. And I reached out to him in a private message and asked him if I could order one. Relatively simple transaction, although he doesn't have a website. I just PayPal'd him, and this is what came. So let's go ahead and crack this open and see what we got inside of here. And I will go ahead and link to the forum location in the comments below, so you can, if you end up liking this as well, you can go ahead and send him a message also. So pretty well packaged, and looks like we just got some basic 3D printing plastic here, directions. Okay, so we got some hardware, some VW671 stickers, mounting plate, and mounting bracket. And some vinyl stickers to protect the front piece here from being scratched up if you're really worried about that. He even has a comment right here saying, if you're really worried about the scratches in the cars, you can put this vinyl on to protect that extra layer right there. But it looks like this has already got some felt back here. So I really don't think that's gonna, let me see if I can show you that a little bit. It's already got a layer of felt right here, or kind of like a squishy plastic. So I don't think this is gonna be really necessary to put on there, because I think this will already protect the paint on that piece fairly well. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, it turns out that right here, which is where this is going to go, there's not a cooling requirement, because the cooling is actually occurring over on these two bays over here. So this one doesn't actually have anything important behind it that requires airflow. So what's essentially going to happen is we're going to slide this in here and kind of finagle it with our hands and bring that from behind the grill over to approximately this location behind this. And once that occurs, we'll actually be able to mount this bracket, which will hold that license plate in front approximately right here. So let's go ahead and get started and feed that in through the back. Okay, did you hear that snap that just occurred? That means that the ridges that were in this have lined up with the back pieces here. And actually, I don't even have to hold that now, because it's actually sitting in those grooves. And we see 2 holes right here and 2 holes right here. And now I'll be able to line up this front plate and hand thread these 4 bolts here.
They go in here in these holes.
They do go in those holes. All right, so those first 2 screws are kind of hand threaded in there and now holding this in place. And now I just need to hand thread these last 2 and just tighten everything up, and we should be in good shape. Okay, so all in all, that was a pretty simple install. The hardest part was getting the screws hand threaded in the rear mounting bracket, but all in all, it was a very simple process. I like the look of this a lot better than when it was in the tow hook position. If you think this will be a good fit for you as well, check out the VW671 user. I put a link to the VW Vortex forums where you can check him out in the comments below. If you work for Volkswagen or are involved with the process of this front mounting plate, the one that came with the Golf R is pretty useless. It'll block those front mounting plates and there's not a good place to put it. So somebody should reach out to this guy on the VW Vortex forums and see if maybe we can get that as a stock thing going, which would be pretty nice. If this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more Golf R videos.